The top European leagues, including the Premier League and Global Players Union FIFPRO, will launch legal action against world governing body FIFA over its abuse of dominance in the game. The European leagues, representing 39 leagues and 1,130 clubs across 33 countries, has announced that it is filing a complaint with the European Commission to safeguard the welfare of players. It comes following growing pressure from leagues and player unions, including the Professional Footballers Association, over the number of games added to the calendar and the impact on players. A FIFPRO statement declared the international calendar as beyond saturation, unsustainable for national leagues, and a risk for the health of players. It added, FIFA's decisions over the last years have repeatedly favored its own competitions and commercial interests, neglected its responsibilities as a governing body, and harmed the economic interests of national leagues and the welfare of players. Legal action is now the only responsible step for European leagues and player unions to protect football, its ecosystem, and its workforce. The statement said FIFA has consistently refused to include national leagues and player unions in its decision-making process, having been urged to develop a clear and transparent process regarding the international match calendar. In May, FIFA rejected a claim that FIFPRO and the World Leagues Association were not consulted over plans to host a 32-team Club World Cup. Maheda Molongo, chief executive of the PFA and FIFPRO board member, said in May that players were at breaking point and could strike if they continue to be overworked. Due to the expanded Club World Cup, next year's African Cup of Nations has been moved from the summer to December 2025 and January 2026, which is also likely to impact the Champions League knockout stages for that season. Legal action is the unfortunate but inevitable consequence of major stakeholders within the game, the leagues and the players, being ignored, said Molongo. It's just not tenable to continue to argue that this approach to the fixture calendar is working. As always, it's the players who are expected to bend. As we have seen, eventually they will break. It has to stop. As the situation escalates, the European leagues and FIFPRO remain resolute in their commitment to protecting the integrity of football and the welfare of its players. The legal action against FIFA underscores a broader call for transparency and fairness in decision-making processes that significantly impact the sports ecosystem. With support from major leagues and player unions, the complaint to the European Commission marks a pivotal moment in the fight for a more balanced and player-focused international football calendar. The outcome of this legal battle could set a precedent for future governance and operational standards within the sport, potentially reshaping the landscape of global football governance.